Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your June 2022 monthly tarot reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So Gemini, I would like to say happy birthday. I hope that you all have a very happy birthday. This is your time to shine. And the first card out is the Four of Wands, which is great. And so the Four of Wands can represent celebrations. Okay, so at your foundation we have the Queen of Pentacles. Gemini, what does Gemini have coming up in the month of June 2022, please, Gemini? And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, in the recent past we have, oh wow, we have the Knight of Cups crowning you. We have the Queen of Cups. Some of you definitely dealing with a water sign. Could be dealing with an earth sign and a water sign. Let's see. Gemini. Okay. The Lovers coming up here in the near future, which is great. Okay. Some of you have a decision to make. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. That is in the position of your power, how others are viewing you. We have Temperance. So next, I'm looking at hopes and fears for Gemini for the month of June, please. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. So now we just need an outcome. So the outcome is the energy that you're looking at, Gemini, at the end of June going into July. What is the outcome for Gemini, please? Okay, so we do have the Eight of Swords, which is definitely, it's definitely changeable energy. Look at this. We have the High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck. This is what I use as the overall energy. And so you do have very strong psychic vibes here. Some of you may have water in your chart. You may be worried about a relationship or maybe your family. But for many of you, I feel like you are worrying unnecessarily here. The overall energy is the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, the World, the King of Wands. Okay. So for some of you, there could have been maybe a long distance relationship or a relationship that ended. For others, there was some sort of past matter that maybe you were not over, but I see you getting over it. It's done. Whatever this is, it's done. And I see you moving forward. I see you definitely healing. But this is you taking action. Knight of Swords energy. This is you listening to your intuition, Gemini. Taking off, taking action. This is actually one of my Gemini cards. And this is you definitely very connected. This is divine inspiration. And so intuitively, Gemini, you may feel like it's go time. It's ready to move. I'm ready to move. It's time to go. And we see you taking off, taking action. Your intuition is definitely on point here in the month of June. There's a new beginning here. So yes, some of you are mourning some sort of loss, or there just could have been a disappointment of some kind, but you're over it. You're over it. You may have even separated yourself from this person, this situation. And you have a new possibility here. I mean, this is your time, Gemini. And we see you taking off, taking action. Some of you physically could be traveling. And it could be to reunite with friends, family. Four of Wands. For some of you, this could be obviously a romantic relationship. You could be coming back together with somebody, of course, because you have the Nine of Wands here, which is in the challenge position. It also landed in the reverse. And so the Nine of Wands upright is the wounded warrior. For me, in the reverse, this can represent you giving up or you quitting. But it also represents you letting your guard down. And so, you know, if you had blocked someone prior, the Nine of Wands represents you having very strong boundaries. You have, you know, your walls up. But for me, in the reverse, they're coming down. And you could be dropping your walls for somebody new. So that could be, of course, a Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles at your foundation. But then we also have water here as well. So earth and water. Queen of Pentacles, many of you very focused on the home, your surroundings, finances, career. For some of you, family, very significant. Prior, very, very focused maybe on your career, but then, and this tends to happen, you know, when we're very focused on our career, all of a sudden love comes in. And so we have the Knight of Cups here in the recent past, which could have been a new love interest showing up. And for some of you, this is a telepathic connection, a very spiritual connection. You may feel just drawn to this person. That could be why some of you are taking action. And if this is not you, this could be the person you're dealing with coming after you. If it's an ex chasing you, High Priestess is a quiet energy. It's a not an action card. And so some of you, you're letting this person pursue you with the Knight of Cups. Someone could be courting you. If it is an ex, that could have been an apology that came in prior, and you're letting your walls down. Queen of Cups crowning you is you're open to love. So prior, very focused on finances, but here in June, more focused on love. Some of you could be falling in love. You may be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But here in the near future, around the second week of June, we have the Lovers. So you may have a decision that you have to make. I'm definitely reading for some Geminis where you have options. So could be two water signs, could be earth and water, could be an ex and maybe someone new. I definitely see a spark here. Definitely getting that. And so for many of you, I feel like that's the new person. That's the new person coming in. And so there's a choice that needs to be made. You could be choosing between two people. And if not, just making a choice to maybe get involved with somebody, to open up to a new possibility. We definitely see the attraction. Definitely. And here in the position of your power, you have the Two of Wands. And so a decision is needed. And you could be going back and forth, you know, weighing the options here. What's good about this person? What's good about this person? Especially if you're dealing with like an ex. That may be the big decision for some of you, really, is letting go of the ex. Some of you have already done that. Others, you're doing it very quickly. But those that are struggling with that, you really need to go within and listen to your intuition. You definitely have a very strong spiritual energy here. You're definitely being guided. Your intuition is definitely speaking to you. You have the Two of Wands. You have Temperance. This is in the position of how others are viewing you, which, I mean, you could be healing, you could be mending a relationship, working with somebody, especially if it is an ex. This could be you trying to make it work with somebody. You know, if they did you wrong in some way, you definitely may have forgiven this person, or you're trying to. Others, I think that you're going back and forth here. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles and the hopes and fears. Some of you have met someone, and I feel like you're wondering if they're single. So I feel like those of you where you do feel this very strong connection with another person, I feel like they're on your mind quite a bit. You're wondering if they're single. You're hoping that they're single. Some of you are doing really good within your career. And I think that the hope here, Gemini, in June is that you maintain your lifestyle and that you attract somebody that, you know, is on your level. And so that's what you want. There is this fear here. This is worrying unnecessarily right at the end of the month, and you can change this. Eight of Swords energy. You have a lot of minor arcana energy here. This is definitely changeable. Eight of Swords. This is you very much in your head, overthinking things. So really work on balancing your thoughts, your anxiety. Maybe do some meditating. But you definitely can change that. All right, so let's do some clarifying, Gemini. Let's see. Let's take a look at this Eight of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Swords for Gemini. I feel like for some of you, it's nervous energy. You're possibly going out with someone, or you're hanging out with someone. And so this is nervous energy. Again, it's changeable. You can completely change this. And so let's see, what is the Eight of Swords? Some of you don't want to get hurt again. You're opening up to a new possibility. You're maybe even surrendering to love, if you want to put it like that. And so this is worry. This is you overthinking. Oh, look at this. We have the Four of Wands again. So yeah, some of you worried about a relationship. Others worried about your home or a family matter, family situation. There could be something going on at work. You're worried about it. You're thinking about it over and over again. Here we have the Page of Pentacles. So you could be waiting on news, waiting on some sort of communication to come in. Others, maybe you're worried about a child. There could be something going on with a child, and this is you worried about a child. Could be your child. Could be a family member. Some of you, this is maybe a friend that you're worried about. All right, let's see. Let's look at the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Let's see. Please clarify the Nine of Wands for Gemini. Three of Swords. It did land sideways. So you're coming out of this. Again, we had the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. which is old pain, Gemini. It's something ongoing from the past. Three of Swords as well, old pain. Could be a rejection for some of you. But whatever it is, grieving a loss, whatever it is, you're actually coming out of it. This landed sideways. And so this is clarifying the Nine of Wands. So maybe you felt betrayed. Some of you are getting back together. For some of you, your family could be coming back together. There was something that went down prior and you were grieving, you were hurt, but now you're actually getting over it. You're coming out of this. And so your guard is coming down, your walls are coming down. For some of you, don't feel as wounded. The Three of Swords in the reverse is your heart healing. And for some of you, there was distance between you and your person, and you're coming back together. And look at this, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. And so, yeah, for some of you, this is new love coming in. For others, it could be a reconciliation. I am getting that. All right, let's look at the High Priestess. Please clarify the High Priestess for Gemini. But definitely getting very strong psychic vibes. Some of you definitely have water in your chart. But I feel like you're open. You're open. You definitely have love coming in. So if you're a single Gemini, I think you've been very focused on your career, your finances, you're doing good. And you're attracting somebody definitely on your level. Let's see, please clarify the High Priestess. Okay, so we have the Knight of Rods. Yeah, so you have this very fast-paced energy. Again, you could be going from not doing much, Gemini, not taking action, to all of a sudden you feel divinely inspired. This is you taking action, taking off, and some of you could even be physically traveling. But when you know, you just know. And some of you, that's what this is. You just know. And so, yeah. We have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So some of you, you know. And you're making some moves now. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards. All right. First, let's pull you an archetype for Gemini. Let's see. For June, please. June 2022 for Gemini. Interesting. Okay. So we have child, wounded, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So these are the light attributes. The shadow attributes are blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So this is possibly someone from your past that can't forgive, doesn't want to forgive. For some of you, you could have dealt with somebody like that. Because I really feel like for many of you, you're going to resonate with the light attributes, which is awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. So you're healing, and we see you very open. And yes, we know that you've gone through something in the past, opens the learning path of forgiveness. You definitely could be forgiving somebody. Look at this. It could be your father. We have father coming through. So for some of you, it could be your husband. It could be a father figure for those of you that are reconciling. But for others, it could be your father. Let's see. Light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Shadow is dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So quite the combination. You could be forgiving your father, Gemini. Let's take a look at your love life. For Gemini, please, for June. What is the guidance for Gemini? New love. Look at this. So I definitely could even be reading for some Geminis where maybe you're a parent, maybe you have a child. This could be you worried about your child. There could be something going on with maybe their schooling, something like that. But if you split up from someone, yeah, you definitely could be worried about, you know, the child and how it's going to affect the child. Others, you may even be coming together with somebody who already is a father, you know. You're meeting someone new, that's for sure. This person may be a father. Honeymoon. Here at the bottom, and it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So for me, it's a little bit of a slow moving energy, but it's still movement. And so we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Let's get a little bit more information for Gemini, please. Go slow. Look at that. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. So this thing is slow moving. For some of you, they may be at a distance, but you're just being guided to go slow. Go slow. All right, let me pull you one of these for Gemini. Far too many. I will just show you this. At the bottom, we have seek the lesson. So some of you maybe have just gone through a difficult situation. What have you learned? But those of you that are dealing with maybe a situation with a father, with your father, you know, what has it taught you? Let's see, Gemini. Okay. Wow, we have calm in the storm and be honest. Be honest and calm in the storm. So whatever's going on, there could be some sort of chaos going on around you, and that's why you're being guided to go slow. But your intuition is definitely on point. Maybe you need to be honest. Somebody may be mad, especially if you have a new love interest. There could be an ex who's maybe not the happiest, Gemini. All right, let's see what signs you're dealing with. Gemini for June. Scorpio. And so you may be dealing with the Scorpio. Wow. And then we have Taurus. Isn't that interesting? Because we have the Queen of Cups crowning, and then at your foundation, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, overall, even if you have some drama going on around you, Gemini, the energy is nice. It's really positive. I see you healing. Your heart is healing. For some of you, your relationship is healing. Maybe your family is coming back together. Others, you may be healing with a father figure. There is this worry here, but you definitely can change this. It's actually a beautiful reading, Gemini, so I hope that you find it helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, and of course, make sure you are subscribed. All right, guys, have a great month.